I'm Jennifer Riggins. I'm the CMO at Salesforce Europe, and I'm a tech storyteller. And we are the simplest way to get your tech company to Europe with more speed, more expertise, less risk. And honestly, what it comes down to is the people. So our network is our strength. And today we're introducing you to a very strong member of our network, Gavin Page. And he's going to explain a bit about himself, his story of launching tech companies in Europe. And then we're going to talk about lead generation, and we're going to talk about his company, Accelerate 360. So welcome, Gavin. Tell us about yourself. Thank you.
Hi, Jennifer. Thanks very much. Hello, everybody. Unfortunately, I've kind of been selling technology and software for a few years more than I'd like to mention normally. But I've come from a background originally of sort of infrastructure software with Computer Associates, and then worked my way through into applications, and then latterly, and into the very beginning of the SaaS model with transactional-based EDI solutions for supply chain. And then more latterly into startup and smaller organizations, which is really where I found my niche. I started working with Salesforce Europe 8 years ago, having founded a business in the UK that was doing high touch, white glove outsourcing of sales on behalf of companies coming from the US, and that was a match made in heaven with the team at Salesforce Europe, really. So I've worked with Rick now, as I said, for 8 years. We've had a number of very successful engagements. I act as the Chief Revenue Officer for Salesforce Europe as well. And I also operate the Northern European hub for our lead generation and inside sales teams. So part of my role as well is looking after some of our larger clients, organizations like Livefire, TrustArc, that we've supported in expansions across Europe, Livefire with a successful exit to Adobe, and also large organizations like NG, Seagate, etc.
And explain the difference, because you have a company, you're part of our company, so people understand when they're talking to you what they're getting and what you do.
So yeah, it's an interesting, it's a very symbiotic relationship. So if you imagine we're the engine, and Salesforce Europe is the Rolls Royce. So Salesforce Europe do all the marketing, is the marketing umbrella, and we just use our UK brand to do delivery. We've kept that brand alive partly because there are some relationships, and we also position training and lead generation into the UK market under that brand. But when we're going to market on a broader footprint, 9 times out of 10 it'll be the Salesforce Europe brand we use, and hence the closeness and symbiosis between those two relationships. So we do all of the fulfillment across multilingual on behalf of Salesforce Europe. So to all intents and purposes, we're sister companies.
And in the end, it doesn't matter, because when you're talking to the end potential tech buyer, neither of you exist, right?
Well, that's absolutely right. I mean, if they don't know who we are, then we're being successful, I think, which is a bit of an odd situation to be in. But yeah, that's absolutely right.
But that's when word of mouth comes in anyway.
Exactly. And I mean, actually, you raise a good point there. That network, that referral network, I mean, after 18 years, 19 years of doing this, Salesforce Europe does have an enormous, you mentioned it earlier, the network of consultants and the team that's worked with us for as long as they have. So we're very, very well connected. And actually, a huge amount of our business comes from referral, from past customers, clients that move between businesses, etc. So yeah, it's definitely a big network.